pillars for a sustainable development. We shall enhance collaboration with our stakeholders, including the youth, private sector, experts, civil society organizations, volunteers, and local communities, which is ever more critical. My forging partnerships and collaboration and public engagement will harness the government ideas and skills and resources of diverse stakeholders to better deliver services and policies in transformative ways and address the existing gaps in financial, human, and technical resources. I wish to reiterate that the youth are a significant demographic of our country, making up 75% of the population, with a potential for contributing towards economic development of the country. And in this regard, their voices must be central to how we plan, how we allocate resources, and how we utilize the allocated resources. This has therefore necessitated a shift in public financial management towards inclusive and participatory governance, where citizens, including our youth, actively engage and participate in policy formulation and act as co-creators of government policies and services. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya has adopted privatization as a strategic economic policy shift to promote efficiency in the economy by subjecting more services to market forces, to improving competitiveness, revenue generation, aid in fiscal consolidation path, by reducing government spending on inefficient state corporations, and market development by deepening Kenya's capital market. The objective of our privatization agenda is to ease the burden of governance of these institutions from the government to the private sector, who are better equipped for the market economy. The National Treasury will in this regard continue with sound macroeconomic policies to enhance resilience and create a conducive environment for the private sector, including the local business communities, to thrive. This strategic response is anchored in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and also in the fourth medium-term plan. These frameworks prioritize sectors with high youth employment potential, such as agriculture, micro, small, and medium enterprises, housing sector, healthcare, and the digital and creative economy. These sectors are not only engines of growth, but also platforms for innovation, entrepreneurship, and job creation for the youth. Over the recent past, the youth of this country have expressed themselves over important national issues, which included high living costs, unemployment, and governance transparency. I'm sure we can all still remember what happened in 2024. What happened in 2024 was the youth expressing themselves on governance issues in this country, telling those who are in leadership that they care, that the youth are concerned about governance and about transparency. These concerns are valid and demand our immediate attention. The government has committed to transforming these frustrations into constructive dialogue and tangible solution and action. This forum therefore provides the perfect opportunity to provide our feedback on the necessary actions from the government to address these challenges. So during this process, we will welcome positive critique of our public financial management systems and policies to shape the budget process. And that is why I like the way the student from Rongo University came out with weaknesses. He said he was going to concentrate on weaknesses, and I think I welcome that. Your active engagement in this process will ensure efficient and transparent use of public funds, ensuring that resources allocated to address youth empowerment achieves the intended objectives. So during this the launch of this process, I was elated to have received a written memorandum outlining some practical measures through which we can enhance financial support for students in tertiary institutions. We have noted the valuable feedback, which includes strengthening financial support for students, financing, reforming students' loan financing through fiscal policy, targeting student grant funding for vulnerable students, facilitate provision of affordable student accommodation, and establishing an emergency student support fund.